What's going on, y'all? This St. Piper here, Black Native. Today I'm at the park. I'm just out in nature. It's a beautiful day. You can see it's a beautiful day. Got the little play swing over here. People outside doing their lawns. It's a beautiful day. It's just at the local park. And I like to come to this park just to meditate, just to get a clearer view on things, just to put myself back in alignment. And one of the major things that I do is I look at this pole over here. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look closely, you can see an 11. And if you know anything about the number 11, you understand that it's about alignment, it's about being present, it's about being where you're supposed to be, with who you're supposed to be with at the right time. So it's all about being in alignment. It's about ascension, all right? And one day I came here and I wanted to meditate, just to get away, just to think. And I saw these cones lined up like this. There was a cone right here on the same line with the cone across the field. This is a football field for the Little League team. And then there's the 11 on the other side. And I was just sitting here meditating. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like this seems a lot like life. You know, at the beginning, you have a starting point, there's a middle point, and there's an end point. That's an end goal. There's gifts. There's rewards at the other side, right? And that's a lot of times what life may seem like when you have a goal, just a beginning and an end. And a lot of times the middle can be very confusing. It could be very elusive, and you don't really know how to get to the other side besides keep moving. And that's the biggest thing. You don't want to stop moving, but you always want to remember that direction. All right, I come here, I sit down over here on this bench right here, and I like to just meditate. I look across the field and I meditate and I use positive affirmations such as I am in alignment. I am in alignment with my purpose, my destiny. I am in tune with my highest self. I am enlightened. I have direction. You know, things that saying that I'm getting to where I gotta be. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. This is very helpful. When you use a visual aid like that, it makes it more real instead of having to just imagine it. Sometimes when you use a visual aid, just like with learning something in school, it helps to put it into your soul, into your heart, really, into your heart, to where it could never leave you. Makes it more believable, and if you believe it, you can feel it, and if you feel it, you're that much closer to manifesting it. So I like to use this as a visual aid. You can use this visual that I'm going to use as a visual aid. I'm going to post a video with me walking across this field as a meditation video. It won't be any audio besides music playing under it. But this is what I like to use. So you at a starting point when you're born. You know exactly where you're going when you're born. Whenever you ask kids what they want to be, what they want to do in life, they always pretty sure. It's not till you get about middle school, high school, college, where you're like, I don't know what the hell I want to do. And that starts when teachers are telling you that you should have a backup plan, or maybe you can't do it. People around you brainwashing you, trying to make it hard for you. But don't worry, don't be mad at them. That's a part of the test. A part of the test of getting where you're going, besides the obvious obstacles. For instance, if you're going on Mount Everest, part of the test is not only climbing a mountain and going through the harsh weather and the high altitude, but it's the mind games. It's the you can't do it. It's the turn around, go back. It's too hard. It's the what if you don't? What if you don't make it? What if you don't make it in time? Because you know, when you get to the pinnacle of the mountain, the peak, the highest part, you got to do that within a certain amount of time. So it gets even harder and even more stressful, and that's even more perceived reasons you should turn around. But how many know that when it gets that hard, that's when you should keep going, because you're almost there. Try harder. So it's just like that. So in the beginning, right now, we're going to take a walk, guys. We're going to do this together. All right, we're going to do this with love, peace, and positivity. I know that y'all going to understand this message. Just as our goal right here. We're going to get to this 11, all right? We're going to get to our destiny. We're going to get where we want to go. That cone is the goals. That 11 is the ascension. We're trying to get there. Stay in alignment the whole time. So we're born right here. We're on this cone. I don't know if you can see. That's a faint line across this field. It's a very faint line across this field. It's going to that cone. You see that? That's how life is. Sometimes in the middle, You get to see all this other stuff everywhere else. You get confused, you start going left, and then you start going right. And you're not in alignment. Look, you don't see any 11s on those poles. Those, they have numbers on them, but that's not alignment. That's not your ultimate destiny. And you can choose to keep going that way, but you know you're going to be lost. You're going to feel lost. You're not going to have any kind of direction. You're not going to feel fulfilled at all. That's somebody else's life path over there. You can't live that life for them. You got to live your life for you. And that's the only way you're going to be fulfilled. That's your purpose. So when we walking, it's important to stay on this line. Now, what is this line? This line is your intuition. This line is that feeling you get where I'm supposed to be here. Okay, everything is all right. When everything is flowing, when you have a lot of peace, when everything is very, very effortless, when things seem to be coming to you, this is when you are attractive. This is when you are positive, optimistic. This is when you are in alignment with your goals, with your highest desires, with Eudaemonia, with your destiny. This is when you are in alignment. Now, you see, as we're getting closer, this 11 is starting to get clearer without me having to zoom in. I don't have to zoom in. When you get closer, it's going to be more clear. It's going to be more clear. But however, how many know it takes more effort to take more steps? So, of course, while we in this middle ground, we not where we started at, so we losing some direction. Look, this line is very faint. You losing some direction. You could go anywhere at this point. And like in life, we start to second guess what our purpose is. We forget people telling us we can't do it, that maybe we good at this or we should do that. Man, you could be good at a lot of things. I had to learn that the hard way. A lot of people have a lot of options, and that's just as bad as having no options because it's confusing. So you in this sea of life, this big old field, you get negative people coming into your life. You get negative spirits, bad energies coming to confuse you, deceive you on purpose. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay with it. You got to be with Yahawah the whole way, your one true creator. You got to understand this kid part of yourself, because guess what? Before I lined up right here on this cone, I actually came from this playground. We all start as a kid, and that childlike energy, that lightheartedness, that joy, you know, that will to move on and have fun and to live out your dreams. That's actually more like God than what people make it to be. You actually start here when you're a child, and that's where your journey starts at this point. This is one and the same. This is the same side. You see, it's on the same side of the field right here. So don't lose that childlike side when you're trying to get to where you're going, which is your destiny. That's on the other side of this field. So we keeping on walking. This whole time we want to be positive. Keep saying those positive affirmations. Now it's going to be hard. You might stagger over here for a second. You might stagger over here. Life is not a straight line. You might stagger over here. But you never want to totally give up. You know what I'm saying? We over here, you know what I'm saying? You made a bad decision. You know the decision wasn't the best. But guess what? If you don't give up, you're going to make it. It's all part of the journey. Just get back in alignment. Like now, look, we back in alignment. We can do this. We know we can do this. Everything's flowing again. You know what I'm saying? You're living a life of life. You're living a life of life and not death. You're going forward. You're going to make it. You know what I'm saying? The bills get too high. You made bad financial decisions, but that's all right. You're making it. All right, that's God needs you to learn these lessons, because that's strong. That's strong. It's hot out here, guys. There's wasps, there's bees, there's things that can intimidate me to turn around. But don't let things intimidate you. You know what I'm saying? There's wasps. I've been stung in my eye by a wasp when I was like 5 or 6 years old. That's more than enough reason for me to turn around. But I'm not gonna let that turn me around. We get into this 11. We're gonna be in alignment. I am in alignment. I am fulfilling my purpose on this plane based upon my design. I am gonna live in my destiny. I am gonna live in my purpose. I am who I'm supposed to be. I am my greatest self. I'm telling myself that the whole way. Look, I'm still on this faint line. If you can see, it's a very faint line, like somebody cut the grass. That's the point. That's a path for you. I'm not just walking across this and hoping I find my way to 11. That is a path. And not, like I said, this path, your path may have some turns, some curves. That's the point. That's your path. But for this exercise, guys, and I hope you watch this more than once. Just for this exercise, we're gonna walk straight, just so I can show you, look how far we come. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, my legs getting a little tired, you know what I'm saying? You know, my arms getting a little heavy, but I'm not gonna stop. My breathing, I've been talking for a while, I'm thirsty, but I know I'm close. That's what I'm saying, I'm even closer, and I'm prepared for this. You know why? Look, we were prepared from birth. This is our special mission. We have the footwear to do this. We have everything we need. And sometimes when you on a mission and you get tired, you start looking for everybody else to help you. You start looking for help. You start looking for excuses. But we have no excuses. We've been prepared since what? The playground. Since birth. Since the start point. Look at that line. I know you can see the line now. That's the trail we on. And sometimes you don't even see that you had a path until you look back like, oh my God, all of this for a reason. That divorce was a reason. Oh snap, I always been good at this for a reason. Like I always been really good. I always been really good at talking to a lot of people. Oh, no wonder I'm a pastor now. Oh man, I always loved children. And look, God blessed me with 5 children. Oh man, I was never able to have children. But look, I run an orphanage. Like, it's so much that we don't understand is actually going into our life and our purpose. And that's the point, guys. Like, this is all planned out, and all you got to do is not give up and meditate and pray for fulfilling your destiny. Not for cars, not for clothes. Because look, if I start going after cars and clothes, that might be over here. I might cut myself short. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could get the cars and clothes and your destiny not be fulfilled because you got more stuff to do. All right, look how clear that 11 is. We're going to keep rolling. We right here. We real close. We ain't going to give up. We close. We close. We close. We right here. We're manifesting. We're manifesting our destiny. We're manifesting our highest good. Look how close we are. Look how close we are. We getting right here, y'all. Boom. We made it to the cone, but guess what? The 11's right there. See, we got everything. We think we're there. We started here. Boom. We started for our destiny here. This is our childlike energy. This is our destiny. We made it across the whole field. After all of those trials, after all of those opportunities to prove ourselves, we actually made it here. Now we're going to actually walk into it. We're going to actually walk and make sure we are in alignment, y'all. We are in alignment. Feel the energy of that 11 flowing through your body. Isn't it good? Aren't we accomplished? Aren't we living in our purpose and our design? And we just stuck with it.